For the most part, you are still on active duty, just not working for active duty. It's a pretty good deal. I am an intern at Inca, and I've been with them for about 3 months, and in that time I've done a variety of things. I was first on the back-end team, then I moved to NLP, and now I'm moving more toward the business side. I'm just learning as I go. I grew up in middle of the United States in the lovely state of Iowa. Not a whole lot to do there or see there. It's mostly farmland. I wasn't really feeling there was much direction to my life, so I decided to join the military. In the military, they'll pay for education, I can travel, get out of Iowa, maybe see the world. So that was basically my thought process entering the military. I spent 7 years. I originally signed up for 4 years, extended a few times for various reasons, like for example, to finish school. So I ended up doing 7 years total. I couldn't see myself staying in for 20 years to retirement. I just didn't feel like I would get much out of that. For me personally, some people, they're better fits for the military. It works well for them. They stay in, they retire. Awesome. I just didn't feel like I was one of those people. I think a big driving force for wanting to get out of the military is I often didn't feel like I was personally invested in the work, as in it didn't feel very meaningful or enjoyable. Sometimes it was interesting work, it was fun, I did a lot of cool and fun stuff, but I would say majority of the time it was just a job. SkillBridge is a new program to the military. It's where in the last 6 months of your time in the military, you can, with your commander's approval, you can apply to intern at a company of your choice as long as it's vetted by the Air Force. And so in that time, you separate from the Air Force and work at that company. Although the company can't pay you, but the Air Force continues to pay you your salary as you work for them. You still have your health insurance, everything. You still have your tuition assistance. Yeah, for the most part, you are still on active duty, just not working for active duty. It's a pretty good deal. Mainly, I did a search in the approved companies for data science, because that's what I was interested in. Inca was not the only company that came up. Applied for probably about 20 companies and eventually decided to go with Inca. So the difference between my work in the military and my work in Inca, it's pretty much night and day. In the military, you have a boss, you are directed what to do, and there's a certain way you need to do it. And in Inca, it's a much more lateral structure. You manage your own time in Inca. Because it's remote, you're pretty much on your own. No one's breathing down your neck. You can work in the morning if you want to. You can work late at night if you want to. For me personally, I feel like the work is a lot more enjoyable, more meaningful than what I was doing in the military. One of the difficulties of leaving the military is you've gotten so used to this environment, this organization where so much is secure, so much is taken care of for you, and then you're leaving all that. You're going back to the civilian world and everything's really uncertain. I always felt like I had some direction. When I was onboarding at Inca, I was never doubting what I should do next. I always felt like I had something to do. I knew where to go, what to do. I feel like the 3 months I've been at Inca was in some respects taught me more than the 3 years or so I've been in school. I think I have wanted to have a career like this for a while, like this in the sense that getting the freedom to travel, to work when I want, to work on my terms, while doing something meaningful and interesting and enjoyable. I'm happy to be on board and just see where it goes. My name is Evan Troutt. I am an Air Force veteran, and I am working for Inca Digital.